Hey, welcome to Marla Guys, aka Third Eye, and I'm back here with another channel message. How's it going? Hope you guys are safe. I don't have a channel song, but I do have a channel message, and this message is for the divine feminines. So if you resonate with the divine feminine energy, this message can be for you. If not, then let it fly. Um, this message is for the divine feminines, and it's about the twin flame dynamic, the twin flame connection, with your twin flame, your mirrored soul. Literally, the girl version of yourself, the boy version of yourself. But right now, a lot of the twin flames are in separation. They are both counterparts are going through their own internal healing journeys right now. The divine masculine is feeling unworthy of the divine feminine, and they are feeling unworthiness of the divine feminine, and in that result of the divine masculines not feeling good enough, they are energetically rejecting the divine feminine. So the divine feminine is picking up on the divine masculine's energy, and she's picking up on his energy, that he is rejecting her, even though he doesn't necessarily want to reject her, but subconsciously he doesn't feel good enough for her. So he is rejecting her, and she feels that, and he doesn't want to make her feel like he's rejecting her. But reality, that's what it is, because he doesn't feel worthy of her love, of her as a whole, as a person. He doesn't feel like he deserves her, and he doesn't realize the divine feminine doesn't think of him like that. So it's a lot to deal with, but the divine feminine, she is working on her insecurity, she's working on self-love, working on self-care, working on, just overall becoming a better person. And the divine feminines has been through a lot of these, you know what's the word, the divine feminine has been through a lot of these things before. She's like, they have this, not the first rodeo for the divine feminine, so she knows how to operate for this. Plus, the divine feminines, they are more spiritually in tune or in the light, and then the divine masculine. The divine masculine, he is real superficial in 3D, so he is not understanding a lot, um, spiritually, what's going on, because he isn't spiritual, for the most part. But he is going through an awakening. He is going through ego death. The divine feminine, she felt the rejection from him. She didn't make a big deal. It hurts, yes, and eternally it hurts her, yes, because she knew who he was. But if they were supposed to be together, then they will be together. I'm not saying they can't be together, but the divine feminine isn't waiting for him to pick her, choose her, get it together. The divine feminine, she knows her worth, and she's moving on with her life. Even if she does care for him, um, she just knows that she needs to live her life and continue to live for her. She can't wait for the divine masculine to start feeling good about himself. Because just to say, if she stayed waiting for him, he could have overlooked her and found someone else. That's also another reason why the divine feminine is walking away is because the divine masculine had the that mentality of the grass is greener mentality, or he can find better somewhere else, where it's like you knew exactly where you were supposed to be, but you chose to go over there. You didn't listen to your intuition. You didn't listen to your higher self. You made a stupid mistake, or you're making stupid mistakes, and it's costing you a lot. So the divine feminines right now, this is the time to work on self love, self care, and do a lot of shadow work and healing. A lot of the divine feminines, excuse me, the divine feminines are working on their father wound because they do have daddy issues. And so, them working on the father wound, them um, finding ways to like love themselves and stuff like that, that could be, you know, it could be a tough journey, because when you have father wounds, it's tough to deal with that, especially when it comes to like dating and stuff like that. But the divine feminines are slowly but surely um, healing from those father wounds and stuff. But the divine masculines, man, they're going through it. If they're not, they will be, because they've never been in this type of experience before, but they're about to. Him rejecting his twin, it was bound to happen because of him being superficial and so 3D minded. It was going to happen. Um, I don't think the divine feminine was too upset, maybe a little disappointed, but that's it. The masculine needs to go through some healing and just a lot of self um, a lot of reflecting on self. But the divine feminine is going to get ready to start shining brighter. Excuse me, being more confident, being just more just themselves, while the divine masculine is struggling. And I don't make a joke about struggling or nothing, because we've all been there. But the divine masculine, he is struggling internally with his emotions and his feelings, and he is having a hard time understanding. Um, he's trying to keep everything together, but he is slowly, it's falling apart for him. Um, yeah, until we, I don't know, until I guess you actually see progress in the divine masculine, I don't think you guys will be together. Not to say you guys can't be, but there's certain things that the divine masculine needs to do in order to be together with his divine feminine. Hopefully, he figures it out. That was the message.